Welcome back to our storytelling series, where we explore the transformative power of forgiveness. Today, we'll follow Rachel's journey as she learns to heal her relationships through the power of forgiveness. This story highlights how letting go of past hurts and embracing forgiveness can mend even the deepest wounds. Meet Rachel, a kind and caring woman who cherishes her close relationships. One fateful day, she had a heated argument with her best friend, Emily, over a misunderstanding. The disagreement quickly escalated, with harsh words exchanged on both sides. Rachel accused Emily of not being supportive, while Emily felt that Rachel was being unfair. The once inseparable friends found themselves drifting apart, their bond seemingly shattered in an instant. As days turned into weeks, the distance between Rachel and Emily grew. Rachel felt a deep sense of loss and loneliness, missing the bond they once shared. She often found herself looking at old photos, reminiscing about the happy times they spent together. Each picture was a painful reminder of what had been lost. Rachel's sadness seeped into other areas of her life, affecting her work and her interactions with other friends. She felt isolated, struggling to come to terms with the new reality. Rachel tried to move on, but the resentment she felt towards Emily weighed heavily on her heart. It was like carrying a heavy backpack that she couldn't put down. She replayed the argument over and over in her mind, each time feeling the sting of betrayal and hurt. This bitterness affected her mood, making her irritable and withdrawn. Rachel's relationships with others also began to suffer as she unintentionally pushed people away. She realized that holding on to this bitterness was only hurting herself, but she didn't know how to let go. Determined to heal, Rachel decided to reach out to Emily. She spent several nights drafting a heartfelt letter, expressing her feelings and acknowledging her part in the conflict. Writing the letter was an emotional process, as Rachel poured out her regret, sorrow, and longing for their friendship. She wrote about the good times they shared and how much Emily meant to her. Rachel hoped that this gesture would pave the way for reconciliation, even though she knew there was no guarantee. This was her first step towards healing, and it filled her with a mix of determination and hope. With a mix of nervousness and hope, Rachel sent the letter to Emily. She felt a wave of relief wash over her as she dropped the letter into the mailbox. It was as if she had taken the first step on a long journey towards healing. Rachel knew that this act of vulnerability was crucial, even if it meant making herself open to rejection. She felt a sense of anticipation, hoping that Emily would respond positively. In the meantime, Rachel tried to focus on her daily routines, though her mind often wandered back to the letter and what Emily might think. Days passed, and Rachel anxiously waited for a response. She checked her phone constantly, hoping to hear from Emily. The waiting period was filled with uncertainty, and each passing day felt longer than the last. Rachel's emotions swung between hope and doubt. She wondered if Emily had received the letter and if she would respond. During this time, Rachel also reflected on her own journey of forgiveness, realizing that forgiving herself was just as important as seeking forgiveness from Emily. The waiting was a test of her patience and resolve. Finally, the day came when Rachel received a response from Emily. With trembling hands, she opened the letter. Emily's words were filled with regret and sorrow over the fallout. She expressed her own feelings of loss and hurt and acknowledged her part in the conflict. Emily's letter mirrored Rachel's own journey, showing that both had been deeply affected by the rift. Reading Emily's words brought a sense of relief and hope to Rachel's heart. She realized that they both longed for reconciliation and were willing to take steps towards healing. Rachel and Emily agreed to meet in person. They chose a quiet park where they could talk openly and honestly. As they sat together, they shared their feelings, apologized, and forgave each other. The conversation was filled with tears and laughter, as both women opened their hearts and let go of past hurts. The process was not easy, but it was incredibly healing. They reminisced about the good times and acknowledged the growth that had come from their painful experience. The bond they once shared began to mend, stronger and more resilient than before. Over time, Rachel and Emily worked on rebuilding their trust. They spent more time together, engaging in activities they both enjoyed. They went hiking, had coffee dates, and even revisited some of their old favorite spots. Each shared moment strengthened their renewed friendship and reminded them of the importance of forgiveness. They also set healthy boundaries and communicated more openly, ensuring that misunderstandings would not escalate in the future. The process of rebuilding trust was gradual, but it was filled with moments of joy and reconnection. Inspired by her experience, Rachel decided to share her story with others. She spoke at community events and support groups, encouraging people to embrace forgiveness in their own lives. Rachel's journey resonated with many, and she became a source of inspiration for those facing their own challenges. Her story highlighted the healing power of forgiveness and the importance of mending broken relationships. Rachel's message was clear: forgiveness is not just about letting go of the past, but about embracing a better future. Rachel's journey reminds us that forgiveness has the power to heal even the deepest wounds. By letting go of resentment and embracing forgiveness, we can mend relationships and find peace within ourselves. Rachel and Emily's story is a testament to the transformative power of forgiveness, showing that it is never too late to heal and reconnect with those we care about. Thank you for joining us on Rachel's journey. Remember, the power of forgiveness can transform lives. Don't forget to subscribe for more inspiring stories. Until next time, keep an open heart and embrace the power of forgiveness.